Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Conoric.
And I'm Ru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, it's been such a long time since we've seen this particular map. I actually had to ask Rang to help me out with it, and he did, thankfully enough. This, is, of course, is Comment Les Ventes, and we have ourselves a beautiful 2v2 using that community mod we were talking about last week and actually earlier on Tuesday. But Rang, who do we have?
Well, on the left hand side in blue, we have Bumblebee Potato as Desert Wretch and Player playing as 6 Airborne. On the right hand side, we have Protozoka as the 2nd Panzer Division and Gonzo as Trophy S. And yes, this is the Community Balance Mod. There's a bunch of changes to most of these divisions. I don't have the changelog thing up right now, but too long didn't rot is Desert Rats got nerfed, 6 Airborne got buffed, 2nd Panzer got nerfed, and Trophy S didn't much change, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right on that
Yeah.
one. I am stunned to see this massive wave of blue in the north.
That is a lot of stuff, and that may be due to the fact that 6 Airborne gets a few more airborne infantry chaps now in the mod, so you have, a bit more guys to throw into the fray.
I know that's something you and I had a discussion about the first time we really cast the game, so I feel like 6th Airborne's going to be way more popular.
Yeah, it's a big change, and just the extra infantry as even just like 4 extra infantry squads essentially in total, with like AB powers and brain groups, makes your late game survivability much better. As a 6 Airborne, you just don't really have stuff once you hit phase C and you're like 10 minutes into phase C. Like you're just throwing in recon troops as frontline troops because by god, all the airborne powers just got panzer reft.
But the thing too, at the same time, I know we had this discussion. Like I continue to gripe. I don't think the 6th Airborne really needed a buff.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
kind of agree with
yeah,
that, but there's good arguments for both
yeah, I can
sides.
understand it. Yeah. Well, I've heard it both ways, the right way and then theirs.
Shots fired. As Khan said, don't know me.
Oh, jeez, no, I'm just referencing Psych. In the meantime, love that show. Panzer 2 up to the north, the off-map call, and that's going to be actually kind of delicious, and it's going to be such a really good counter to all that big forest play we usually see right around that big bend.
Yeah.
Especially with all that flamethrower troops. You said Paris galore, but yeah, geez. And an anti-tank gun, which is actually getting placed rather conservatively.
I don't see Protozoc here actually bringing out any flamethrower troops, which I think is a pretty big misplay. You play 2nd Panzer, you get the flamethrower guys. They're usually very good, especially in a forest such as this. But with a Pack 40 should deal some considerable damage to those Tetrarchs going north, never mind.
Oh yeah, very, very far north.
Yeah.
P2 is going to run a... Oh god, P2 is going to die before he really gets a shot off. This is going to be kind of sad.
It's only flamethrower dude, so he should be fine. But lovely smoke here from player. Like that was fantastic smokers.
Well, that's why you can't hate him. You got to hate the game.
Yeah. Don't hate the player.
Indeed. Howard, of course, is hunkering down in the trees, as he is wont to do, and a second, actually, off-map call-in is as a possibility being brought already. So, big investment into those support troops, but at the same time, they definitely will need them.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And the off-map being dropped down, and not doing too much.
I'm actually not even seeing that being called in.
Yeah,
Where's that?
It's up north.
The actual artillery. I don't see any artillery sign. That's really weird.
Oh yeah, just like...
Okay, well, I see explosions, but that was about it. Interesting. So, a little bit of friskiness code-wise, but alright, good to know. Tetrarchs, like you said already, they are playing very, very conservatively. Maybe he's trying to build himself up for a 6th armor and armored push.
Yep. I think if you get like a dozen Tetrarchs together, you still don't have more armor. And like a Yank Panther. Well, yeah, that's a bit overkill, but...
You do have armor for the guys who are not in front. It's the same thing, actually.
Yeah.
Pack 30 in the meantime is going to be starting to, I think, stop this kind of abortive attempt to push forward. Of course, Student Recce right there is actually able to see him off. That is embarrassing, to say the least.
Yeah, AT guns do not like being shot at, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not too many guys who would like being shot at, but that's certainly a fair idea.
down south, we do have a Border Firefly being brought out immediately from Gonzo
Hmm.
right at the start of the match, which does seem pretty good call against Desert Ratch, as they have all that bloody armor. He hasn't really been able to do too much with it, it seems. I mean, he's being smoked off, and he's in a pretty dangerous position, that Border Firefly. There could be a 6-pounder in the hedgerow in front of it, or the run just like northwest of it. Fortunately, there isn't.
Very fortunate indeed. Now, here's my question. Oh, okay. I thought the Pack 38 was going to get back into it, but nope. That guy is not going to manage. Pack 38 actually down south.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just take out that Stewart? Yeah,
Yep.
he's a Stewart and a Stewart Recce. So, Point to Firefly is not 100% free and clear, but he's pretty spiffy.
Indeed. Dude, just having like a 2-star Pack 38 compared to a no-star Pack 38 is such a huge deal.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to know which way to fire your gun, but once you have that second star, oh boy.
It's like the 2-star Pack 38 managed to get like the idiot's guide to AT guns and actually read it.
Point end at enemy. Fire gun.
Yeah. Reload
Ay,
gun
ay.
after shot.
Exactly.
Rinse and repeat.
Exactly. Oh, Tetrarch's actually aggressing towards his Command P3.
Oh.
As a reminder, of course, Protos's P-Grunts do not have the same usual anti-tank materiel as you might be expecting from other troops of this particular early age or classification. That P-Grun, he's a little bit outgunned.
A little bit.
More than one.
Especially, well, the Tetrarchs don't actually have an ion, which is a bit embarrassing. And yeah, they're gonna beat AB Brand groups in a run-on-run, mano-to-mano duel.
Well, there are two Brand groups. I was actually kind of surprised he didn't come back in to kill.
I think the second one's not firing because he's scared about Panzer III.
He's not a particularly good Brit, isn't he?
No.
But the Allies do have themselves a bit of a territory lead for the moment. Down south, the last student Recce dies. And, well, this pack track is certainly getting himself forward. Question is, ooh, wow, he's engaging that stack out instead.
You know, the motorized rifle is in range to lob a P at his ray. You know, it'll probably miss, so he's just gonna hold fire, which is that's a good move.
That's okay. That stag hound finally only gets bounced just now. And here comes the lure on in, and they realize it's probably a better idea to be more discreet.
Yeah.
Don't know if you saw, by the way, we have a Tetrarch brace moving in through the forests.
Huh. There we go.
And they are taking names here.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty damn well. One gets killed by off-map artillery, which is a bit unfortunate, but hey, that's what happens when you have paper-thin armor.
Indeed, but two more being brought on in anyway. One more command note, just a regular kind of Tetrarch. Ooh, and up to the north, both of them went down, so the P3 took out both of them with 2 shots.
Wow.
And I missed it.
He must be a veteran of the Battle of France or something, jeez.
I know. I mean, it's all with the P3. He's been around that long, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, folks, in the meantime, though, put your bets down. Will Protoss lead the team to victory, or will Gonza be shouldering the burden, or will it be the Allies taking home the big W?
It seems
Very
like
even.
right now, like, players going to be, like, taking advantage up north, or Gonzo is going to be the one pushing down south. So it's going to be about who can really push their flank in their favor.
Well, as long as the odds are in your favor, it's not a big deal, right? And as long as Elizabeth, whatever the heck her name is not playing any woman with tons and tons of makeup. The Hunger Games reference out there, but I have no idea what her last name is, so whatever. We do have a nice little armored column moving forward. Of course, let's say a light scout half-track, a other medium half-track in the P4, actually more than enough, I would say, to push back, or at least relatively solidify these trees.
Yeah.
Of course, there still are lots and lots of gammon bombs galore, as well as another Tetrarch. Germans do have to be careful, but Protoss seems to be addressing the gap in his lines.
Yeah, he's not doing too bad of a job holding the forest with just Panzer Grenadiers, even though you still this thing called Slam Grenadiers for second Panzer, and they're really good. But the Panzer
Oh, no, feel free to say that again louder. I'm sure a lot of people out there, including me, didn't quite hear you.
but the Panzer IV should be good enough to just kill the Tetrarchs easy peasy like. And the Panzer III up north he's bloody holding his ground. Absolute champ.
He is indeed. Now, of course, Petrarchs were actually nailing that lighter half track. I don't think the P3 actually will get aggressed on. The Tetrarchs are trying to move in for a kill.
Yeah.
A bit of an interesting decision here. P3, first one, internal fragments.
Damn. And he's in such a spot where the players pack 40 can't get a shot. Damn, our Panzer Freeze. Absolute field day.
He is a god.
Finally, tanks I can penetrate hands.
And go figure, too, a freaking P3?
Mm-hmm.
He's fired 6 rounds. He's going to fire his 6th round. I think he's had 4 kills. Okay, never mind. We're back to normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
The follow-up?
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Damn.
Yeah, not for nothing. I feel like players just leave that one alone, move a couple of squads in with, gammon bombs or Piats even, and let him try to shoot the mosquitoes with his cannon.
Do you just bombard at a place from orbit and then try to break through the Panzer III?
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better. Called on the Emperor's Wrath and it called quits.
Yeah, his planet has been marked for heresy.
Exterminatus, indeed.
Is that what's the official term?
Exterminatus.
Okay, that's such a cool term.
Yes, it is. I imagine it's probably not so wonderful people who are under that particular thing, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. In the meantime, though, actually these mortars are already getting resupplied. Good call there. Those things are quite effective. Yikes. Down south, though, we actually haven't taken a look at that, and a bit of a bloody mess.
Yeah. Boy, the Firefly is really just holding down the open field. And this is one of the weaknesses, really, with Desert Rats early on, is that they don't really have any 1.2 kilometer AT weapons in A phase. It's all like Stuarts and Staghounds and autocars and Mr. Abbott's Chantrier, which are good in close range, but in a big open fight like this, they prefer to stay indoors.
It's embarrassing, by the way, when one Recce troop takes out a Pack 38, but yet it happens. Ooh, P4 goes down.
Oof. Oh, the 6-pound EF. Lovely spot, yeah, for the 6-pound EF and player.
But Protoss will not be denied, brings in a flame track, which I think is a good call, because another half track just went down. The Panzer Group Führer are unfortunately not able to get the smoke off in the right position or in time.
I really hope the infantry in Protoss half tracks are Sturm Grenadiers.
Yeah, we are to phase B, so that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, that would be a very good call in the forest. So this 6-pounder. Oh no! The smoke from the leader. That's perfect, trying to block the 6-pounder from shooting down the road. That's some cool micro. I like that.
I think I'm more amused by the fact that 3 half tracks are freaking out that Petrarch.
Yeah.
You kind of hear various tales about how different vehicles get their names. Do you have any idea how a Tetrarch came around? Because I don't exactly know.
No idea. No bloody idea at all. I just know it was a light tank before it was a 1930s tank. They just hey, it's pretty shit. Why don't we just try doing this for airborne operations and maybe it'll have a useful role in.
We need to also take a quick look. Oh, okay. So the boy to Firefly was flirting with the idea of trying to flank around these trees to take a shot at the Abbot of Chantry. But holy orders be damned. He decides to back away. It's probably a better call. And then Achilles is coming on up as well.
Ooh, okay. That is a pretty good counter to the Firefly. The Firefly does have the advantage, so to speak. Armor and armor penetration rise compared to the Achilles. So armor penetration is a shame, but still.
I also do have to laugh the fact that this P3 up top, he's the only German within about a kilometer.
He is just holding the front by himself.
Boy, it's time for the Alamo. Get back. Yeah, because you're from the Oxen Bucks. He desperately wants to get this kill.
I think it's tries to be like a tank ace in Steel Division now. Mr. Espin. The Tetrarch Terror.
Well, he's like, Wittmann, this is how you actually drive a tank.
Oh, there you go.
And like Wittmann, I invoke the name of Wittmann and he dies. Jeez.
You said he who must not be named.
I know. I know. I'm sorry, P3.
Great run of that P3. I'm looking forward to see his kill log or history once match ends.
Now we are going to see a Jagdpanzer coming on in, and that's going to be more than enough, I think, to turn that northern advance into a bloody mess. I want to continue checking on this Boyder Firefly. He's still here. And the Abbot is not.
I think the Abbot got
And the Achilles.
Kaboomed. And look, Achilles, damn.
Okay, so the Boy of Fireflies paid himself off in full and then some.
Mm-hmm. Which is such a 50-50 thing for the Boy to Firefly. Sometimes it's a goddamn killer, sometimes it's completely useless.
Well, you know,
Never
some
an
days you're the
in-between.
windshield, some days you're the bug. But the forest fight. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but the Firefly is shining bright.
He is indeed. Owl City would be singing of his praises.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta stop the references. I gotta turn that back a bit. Anyway, the forest fight, not to be confused with the forest fire, is slowly going in favor of the Germans, and actually it is because of that fire. Geez, that flame track came in and just roasty toasted all of that Allied infantry.
Mm-hmm. Here we do have off-map being dropped in, some big O 203, so that's going to be enough to stress out the Grenadiers and, well, the stuff that's about to get hit by the bloody artillery.
I'm very confused why you get to see it and I don't.
Hmm.
Allied bias.
Allied, yeah, of course, Allied. Canadian biased.
Yeah, they like you. I'm just a dumb American. But yes, they ended up actually paying out to be Storm Grenadiers. We were talking about that a little while ago, but didn't actually get an answer on that. So they were both Storm Grenadiers that came in, correct?
Yeah.
Good. I wonder if SD2 is going to give us, let's say, diminishing firepower on squads.
What do you mean?
Well, as squad models die, I mean, as of right now, one squad model dying doesn't mean that you actually lose the weapons. It just means that, okay, well, we have one guy Ramboing his way around the map.
Yep, I believe it's a little bit of, yeah, I know what you mean, because it's a bit silly having, like, you know, the wrong guy with the Bren gun, Piat, the SMG, and the rifles.
And 4 Panzerfausts.
And run around with 4 Panzerfaust. Hey, he's just like your average COD player.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got one-man army as shit.
Holy crap. Gonzo just blew up the center.
Oh, damn.
Actually, let's be fair. Protoss and Gonzo blew up the center. They were down a hefty chunk of territory. And even with his white trucks coming on in, I don't think white is really the color you're allowed to use after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Unless it's the white flag, and even then, only if you're from Le Français.
This is a real great pursuit from Gonzo. It's usually this map. The center's always pretty unguarded because it's a big open field, but Gonzo's playing the bluff a bit, and he's pushing through the big open field. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any infantry to try to get into that town in the center, which would be a lovely area to control onto, but for now, they managed to bring back it to 50-50 because the Allies are in the lead by quite a bit.
Yes, they were. Now, Commander Cromwell coming in the south, we of course have actually several pieces of anti-air being brought out throughout the map. I'm not sure, I don't think it's because of that lone ME-109. I think it's just more of a general freak-out opportunity, though.
Yeah. Just to be safe and sorry.
Flampanzer, in the meantime, I cannot help but feel like we need to see his kill list, too. And Mr. 2 more being brought on in, yes.
Yes, Mr. Deckard.
Meanwhile, to the north, infantry being thrown into the mix should be able to stop this airborne push. I am surprised, and this is not to take a shot at Protoss, I'm surprised that he's actually not been able to more adequately kind of contain the airborne to the north.
Yeah, I mean, now he's got, like, the actual fire support units and infantry. In an open field fight, airborne's not going to have a good time. So now it's just a matter of slowly uprooting all of players' infantry. And down south, we have Rittman.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, Mr. Rittman just killed a Cromwell, I believe.
Oh, wow, I was looking way farther in the back. I didn't even actually see that he was up front. Well, maybe it's like Beetlejuice. We've now said his name 3 times. So he's going to show up. But 17 pounders are still in the area, so we got to be careful about this.
Is it like if I was like going to the bathroom, shut off the lights, and they go like Rittman, he would just like burst through the wall,
and then burst into flames because inevitably there'd be an anti-tank gun someplace.
I just have a 6-pounder in my bathtub, okay? Just don't ask any grid questions, okay? Thank you. It's just in case.
That's a lot of questions I want to ask. That plucky Beaufort's Portier, or Porty, very plucky, thinking he was going to be able to push back that P4. Unfortunately, that was not going to be in the cards.
No.
Command Cromwell is going to have a much better chance. Transition
Ah,
damaged.
but the Panther Grenadier squad. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That was Vivid, wasn't it?
No, was it?
No. Oh, no, it wasn't
No,
Phoenix,
it's
but I was
Panther
okay.
Grenadier.
These are Panzer Grenadiers, and I was fixating on the Pioneers. I was really
Yeah.
confused.
But yeah, down south, Gonzo's purses. I mean, there's barely anything left here from Bumblebee Potato. He is just kind of lost everything. He has a 6-pounder and a motorized rifle squad. Not good.
That is definitely a power disparity, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
between the two divisions, though, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I say it wasn't completely unexpected, but I certainly was. I am actually really surprised that two, I would say, almost largely airborne, or tries again, infantry-ish groups are holding up the Germans as much as they are. Like again, I understand that the Desert Rats are supposed to be an armored division, but they never really feel like that to me.
Yeah, it's... They have a lot of very good infantry compared to British armoured divisions, because their infantry actually have veterancy on them, which is nice.
True.
And 2-star veterancy, yeah.
I will say the unit history for the Desert Rats is absolutely amazing, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get into that right now.
They do have some cool Call of Duty 2 missions, show.
That is also true. Isn't that Sergeant McGregor and Captain
I
Price?
think, yeah, Captain Price is in there for sure.
Yeah, I think McGregor is the big bearded
Yeah,
bloke.
Scottish guy.
Of course, because you have to have a Scot. I mean, who else is going to teach the officers actually how to actually do their jobs?
Holy shit, that is every Scottish guy in every British war movie.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
or Irish. It's one of
Oh,
the other.
Irish. It's always like some sort of like non-English gentleman.
Yep, Sharp's got Harper. Price has got what's his face,
Yeah.
McGregor, and yeah,
There's probably other examples, just hard to think of them on the spot. But that
yeah.
seems
Well,
like a common trait in a lot of English war movies.
yes,
Probably like
yes.
Zulu? Is there a Scottish guy in Zulu?
No, but there is a Boer.
Oh yeah, yeah, kind of, yeah,
And he does go and basically say, "Screw you, white boys. Zulus run 50 miles a day and fight a battle at the end of it."
yeah, yeah.
Uh, and the Great Escape, of course, has Steve
Great
McQueen.
Escape. Oh yeah, yeah. American chap. I'm not gonna film this movie unless I get a bike scene.
I will say we are now going to be after the Christmas holiday, but a fun fact, that is the most requested movie to be watched by British people
It is
on Christmas.
It's a great movie, Khan. It's a
I
British
know.
tradition.
I know. I gotta watch it again. I watched it recently. I gotta watch it again.
Nothing makes you feel like the Christmas spirit in escaping Nazi POW camps.
Yep. Yep, that's true. Even more when you appreciate the fact that most of those actors were actually fighting World War II, and some ended up in Stalag camps.
That is pretty funny.
Incredible stories from those guys. Anyway, the North is a very condensed kind of pocket fighting. In fact, it's kind of interesting to see both sides really have a mirror in terms of dispositions.
Yeah. Yeah.
The German North is a little bit threadbare. The Allied South is very threadbare. Looks like it's trying to get boosted right now by some stuff from Bumblebee.
It's really just a fight for the flanks. Oh god, yeah, Bumblebee down south, he's been banking points. 2-star fireflies, boosted 3-star. One's got internal fragmented, Joe. So if he kills both of these fireflies, Bumblebee's pretty much buggered.
Panzerwerfer.
Oh yeah, it's Panzerwerfer. And Typhoon 18, hitting Mr. Rittman. But Rittman's getting out of there. He's trying to scoot on out before he becomes history.
But he does not.
Oh, no. Rip Mr. Rittman.
Alright, in the meantime, though, two more ME-109s just kind of chilling, doing their thing. And, oh, geez, the boy to Firefly, the hero of the South. I was going to say gets immolated in his own particular pyre, but that hasn't happened just yet.
Oh, that Panther Grenadier Furious is a bit close, so he can drop some smoke on Mr. on the... I can't call him bloody Mr., but on the Firefly down south. On our pirate friend, but not to be.
Well, at least he didn't call him Sir. He works for a living, damn it. And I'm stunned to a certain degree. The Germans are so far in the south, and still a 50-50 split.
Yeah, because the Allies are so bloody far in the north. I'm actually really surprised that Protozoka's push up north didn't gain as much fruit. He kind of lost all his pioneers and Panzer IVs.
And now it's Vest pretty soon.
And now is... Oh god, yeah, that's not good. But Player has lovely defensive position with his lines of AT guns and infantry all hidden in hedgerow and buildings. I mean, it's not
Am I
really gonna...
wrong? Or just both two ME-109s just get taken out by one Tempest, who then escaped?
Probably. I wasn't actually watching down there, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
That's a blistering indictment of the German air power at this point.
What air power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two Panthers, though, are going to show that players still got claws.
Yep, and yeah, Gonzo bringing out 2 Panthers down south, and Protozoc are going to be spent in runs, so you're going to be using some resources down south instead of going full up north. And honestly, trying to invest in the southern push is probably the best way to go for our German players.
This sounds silly, perhaps, but I'd love to see actually just a committed encirclement to the north. I know it's always a pipe dream, but it'd be such a fun thing to just see, you know?
The Germans encircling, like, oh, if the Germans can get into that town up north, and we have Godfrey, and we can see it's a pretty easy stretch. I mean, it's only like 1 6-pounder, which has a terrible view at the moment, stopping it.
And a 17th.
And a
17 as well.
17-pounder coming in. But still, that's a very good place just to strike right into the side of players like force up north.
In the meantime, though, the German infantry continues to get battered, and you know what? We talk so often about people you won't want to be, but German infantry is a very luckless stuff. You feel like these guys in every single game, they get beat the snot out of them.
Yep. I especially feel like Luftwaffe infantry. I would not want to be Luftwaffe infantry. Hands, I fix planes. I don't fix machine guns. Well, fuck, you kind of fix machine guns on planes, but they don't shoot machine guns, usually. They usually leave it to the pilots.
Or the occasional gunner, but true.
Or the occasional gunner, yeah.
Now we do have ourselves a little bit of a wet noodle contest that proves that apparently some noodles are meant to be eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And this Command Cromwell is really trying to lay into it here, but I don't think the Panther's going to be denied on this one. No, I don't think he is at all. Is that also another Firefly? Yeah.
Yeah. I know that one of the Panthers in the middle meant to kill Firefly, but we got Bumblebee's second Firefly coming in. And between the Panther A and the Firefly, Firefly kind of has a morale advantage. Oh, damn, what the fuck?
But there's 3 stars on that Panther.
And he was like almost completely like morale damage broken. And he bloody killed a Firefly. That's a Christmas miracle, right? Yeah. But yeah, 3 stars to help out.
He's a little bit more like Han Solo. He's like, never tell me the odds.
Yeah. And
dang, that guy he's got, okay. The Boy to Fire, he just died, but the Boy to Firefly just now has a new competitor for, like, top stud.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Those are some big kills. Knocking out those 2-star Fireflies, that's not very replaceable for Bumblebee Potato. Well, the Germans, I mean, Trophy's S is pretty much tank Panther spam at this point.
The major issue is pretty much just trying to afford that stupid things.
Mm-hmm. And we do have Achilles being brought out now. And Achilles also have 2-star veterancy, but even just that 3 less frontal armor really makes him quite crappier compared to Fireflies.
Indubitably.
Mm-hmm. No Typhoon ATs coming in. Typhoon ATs don't care. They just go right in.
He's buy the guy dinner first, at least. Now, I want to see some more artillery being directed over here onto this forest. Now, we still do have 2 Flampanzers to the north, just kind of chilling, doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I say doing their thing, I mean they're just kind of lighting their lighters and then turning them off. It's like using the Zippo lighter trick you see all the time. And Achilles is actually going to engage and doesn't even get a shot off.
Oh, damn. Yeah, this Panther push is really starting to hit critical mass now. But are the Germans actually going to be able to push down south? Because it is open territory for them. But the Allies are still winning by a +1.
Well, and they're up a huge amount of tickets, too.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's only 12 minutes left, so the Germans really need a +2 at this point. And right now, to get a victory, they're probably going to need a +3 to safely win.
Indeed, they will.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is for sure, without these Typhoon ATs, this game would have been a hell of a lot done faster in the south.
Yeah. And also in the mod, the Typhoon ATs now have 2-star veterancy compared to the 1-star veterancy, so they're much more effective now.
As if they weren't devastating enough.
Yeah.
Interestingly, to the north we have 1 brave Spa Troop and 1 brave Puma holding back the gates of hell from Tripolstons and this and that, and Command Tetrarchs and 6-pounders and Pathfinders, but we're going to leave those brave souls alone as the South continues to just develop further and further into just German territory.
Yeah, I mean, this is really where the push is happening. Up north, players is really, he's just consolidating his ground. I mean, it's like Airborne, you can't really push too hard. But this is the potential. I mean, right now, Gonzo is trying to contest through this middle, like, forest area. He's running into some rather nasty pounders, which are pounding them around. Could use some artillery.
Well, he had it, but he kept missing with it. Now we have a freshman being brought on in. And there was that. Okay, mobile wagon went down. I was like, is that a panther just died? No, it's a mobile wagon. Never mind. And folks, the bell has been rung. A new challenger approaches.
Do 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 do.
Just remember, once you defeat him, you get to unlock him. Ah. 6-pounder, 17-pounder continue their dance with death. Going to be taking out a Gepard pretty quickly. Kretschmer. Once again, we've seen a critical mass on German side of just unique hero vehicles. I'm just surprised. We've seen Horst Ramst, we've seen Kretschmer, we've seen Wittmann.
Yeah.
The question is, will all three die? My guess is yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with yes as well.
Panzerwerfer is looking in desperation to find the 17-pounder. He finds him. He takes him out, and that is going to be a death knell.
Yeah. And Gonzo must see it's completely open up north, and if he manages to push up north into this area, you can really shut off players' assault or like forward up. I keep saying up north, but in that area to the top part of the map.
Again, even just reduces part of this forest. He gets rid of these paratroopers. I mean, more than enough.
Mm-hmm. Because at this point, even if 6 Airborne do get more infantry, they're probably starting to run out of stuff, especially for Desert Ranch, which isn't exactly great late game, especially considering he lost those 2 2-star Fireflies. Oh, we got the
Cluster bombs.
Cluster bombs. Damn. Good hit.
And now he's going to get just bum rush, though.
Oh, yeah. Tempests do not care. Oh, no. AA's going to save him. And a Messerschmitt's coming in, and the Messerschmitt's probably going to kill him.
Well, there's still a Mozzie there. I'm surprised the Mozzie hasn't tried to engage. I mean, we're not talking like a super heavy fighter here, but that's still 8 machine guns and cannons that should have been brought to bear.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see. Did the Challenger go down to the south?
Yeah,
I know there's a 17-pounder. Yeah, okay.
17-pounder was in a great spot to engage these Panthers.
I don't know. Look at the Panthers right now. They're
God.
just like that beautifully, just slightly hidden moments.
Lucky bastards. Look, the Panther Grenadiers are getting shots on the 17-pounder, negating it, allowing the Panthers to move up safe and sound. Oh, Typhoon ATO comes in, stresses out run. But the Panther Grenadier...
Okay. Exactly. I was going to say that Panther Grenadier does go just nuke that Stuart Recce, and the 17-pounder is going to die now too.
Mm-hmm.
The perils of only having one type of ammunition.
Yep, but we are into only 8 minutes left. And the Germans need a lot of points to take the victory. A lot of points.
I am surprised that this Panther Grenadiers are not able to see this anti-tank gun.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Because he's engaging pretty much every single hero thing known to mankind. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the furballs to the north. Mosquitoes all over the place. Typhoon AT going after just another... Oh no, he can't see him anymore.
Oh, that's not good.
That, you hate to see it, folks.
And Typhoon hates not to see it. The target, yeah, is.
Well, 17-pounder is gone, and I think the Typhoon that's bombing him now is just going to be just enough time to just kind of spoil the victory a little bit.
It's going to leave one man in the air left alive to send a message.
Well, he's going to tell a story, man. You know, he's all about that. Oral tradition, you understand.
Oh, yeah.
Kretschmer, in the meantime, says, oh, look, there's no armored vehicles left. I'm just going to start beating on this Tetrarch, you big bully.
Yeah. But the Allies are surprisingly holding on rather strong still. I mean, it's still 50-50. They're really running on fumes at this point, but it really comes down to the air power. The air power is keeping the Allies in the game at the moment.
I mean, just specifically just the Typhoon ATs, because I feel like we probably could have done without the mosquitoes and been okay with it.
Mm-hmm. And players still putting on pressure up north a little bit, just for some infantry.
Well, the Puma's gonna hold tight, firing his largely ineffective HE rounds. Oh geez, yeah, you know how dire things are when Bumblebee Potato is bringing his Crusader Mark IIs.
Yeah, that's not good. That's yeah. You. I think he's out of tanks.
I mean, not for nothing. I mean,
Hmm.
probably could even just kind of wish for more important things, and he might just get them in the mail.
Yeah.
That Typhoon. Yeah, really, the Typhoon ATs have kept him completely in this game in the South. It would have
Hmm.
been spawn camped a
Yeah.
long time ago otherwise. As he claims another kill. Well done, sir. Now, Kretschmar is vaguely able to cover this road. No, he can see it, sort of, but he's not going to be able to cover it. But this first half-track's going to find himself running afoul there. To the north, P4's engaging that Puma... Excuse me, engaging that 6-pounder. Wrong division here. And I'm surprised he is still here, the Puma, that is.
Hmm.
But I can't help but feel he should be dead a long time ago. Not quite as dead as some of these Pathfinders, who apparently have found their way into a forest. That's rifles. Regardless.
We got the Pioneer line now from Protozonka, which is gonna be reclaiming that forest slowly but surely. And I know, with only 5 minutes left, I think the Allies have pretty much got themselves a victory.
True. I feel like the only way that the Germans are going to pull out of this is that they kind of just wipe the entire map and then just
Yeah.
get an amazing, amazing point income.
Yeah, I bet that tree line at the southern side of the map has just been a tree line too far. Even though we overuse that joke all the time for the Germans.
Oh, you mean right where all the little fires of hell are
Yeah.
burning?
Dude, it's such a good like phrase, like a bridge too far. It's such a good bloody phrase. And
Oh, it
such a good
is.
bloody movie. I want to talk about it all the time. It's like my favorite war movie.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see it. That's fine.
It's got like an all-star cast. I like paratroopers. Some cool story parts involved. I
It's
dig it.
certainly funny to watch Michael Caine play a tank commander.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Sean Connery, who's playing Sean Connery.
of course. I mean, he knows how to play no other role.
Yep.
That's not fair. I'll say he knows how to play Henry Jones Sr., but
Mm-hmm.
meh. There's a movie I need to watch again. Last Crusade. Beautiful stuff. Now, either you completely disagree with me or not listening. One or the other.
I agree with you.
Oh, okay, I feel better now. I was like, he doesn't agree with me. This is terrible. Rang, we cannot be friends. Cluster City. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I meant to just cluster thing. What's he dropping it on? Oh, the Charlie. But
I can understand that. It's probably not the best option, but I can understand it at least.
yeah, there's nothing really else to bomb at this point, so might as well. I mean, lose it, but there's only 3 minutes left in the match. It's not going to come in for another bombing run.
But it is highly unlikely. Yes.
I mean, like the last 3 minutes, you just throw everything into the fray and hope for the best.
Which is why we have a bailed out panther up to the north. Again,
Oof.
the big kitty gets declawed, but the little kitty just hides behind in the shadows, comes out, hisses twice, then retreats.
Yeah.
And this is one of those occasions that if the Germans were given another 5 or 8 minutes, this would have been probably
Yeah.
even a full stack wipe.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, both our divisions are really just out of stuff at this point. Completely out of stuff. Damn, it's Typhoon AT's coming in.
Oh, we went after another panther again.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the north as that brave panther and a one lone Pentagon de Fuhrer hold the line.
Yeah, yeah. But it's so crazy because it seems like the Germans have been on the cusp of making a breakthrough for the past 20 minutes now, but they just haven't been able to exploit it.
Exactly. And there we go again, another panther going down.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if we're talking about in just terms of just like singular performances, not to be, sports movie here, but the Germans are playing great one by one.
Yeah,
But the Allies are playing well as a team.
yeah. I think that's a very good assumption, especially with like player, constantly bringing in the gun runs down south to keep Gonzo at bay. Especially in an open field like that, it's very powerful for airstrikes to do their thing.
Amusingly enough, I didn't even mean it that way, but that's totally true too. I meant like literally one unit by one unit has just been doing fantastically. We have the Boy Firefly who kills 5 or 6 vehicles. We have another
Hmm.
Panther who kills 5 or 6 vehicles. But then for every single one of those that you have, we also have 3 that never get to fire 2 shots.
Yeah.
And we have infantry that gets barraged to death. I mean, it is certainly all over the place. 17-pounder in the center part of the map. And I'm not sure he's even going to see action here, but try not to hate that. I never really quite appreciated how much, let's say, tiny little gaps, how many tiny little gaps there are for vehicles to sneak through past the front line. Because we never seem to see these kind of breakthroughs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Tiedemann, that P4 that's to the southwest of that Challenger.
He's in a great spot. Absolutely great spot.
One shot, one kill.
Especially how they like punch through the center, because that whole like northern gap has been completely exposed this entire time. But the Axis have been, I mean, we've got Godview, of course, have been hitting really the harder point of the Allied lines, which is just the southern area of the map. Because right now, if Tiedemann, you know, just moves forward north a little bit more, players pretty much surrounded.
Yes. Yes, we can also notice, by the way, how close it really was in terms of, let's say, point acquisition. Germans are getting 60% right now, and it was only a minor victory now. And I realize, of course, that the gap between minor victory and draw is still pretty hefty.
Yeah.
But good lord, in the last couple of minutes, they've picked up, what, 300 or 400 tickets? Can you imagine if they had done that 5 minutes earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely had the opportunity to do so 5 minutes earlier. Maybe you can argue that a strike stopped them, but still.
By the way, yes, the last named vehicle did go down. And the Typhoon AT, of course, too, but yeah.
And that's a good game. And KD rise. God damn it, player. And god damn it, Gonzo. Damn. That's a lot of kills. I mean, they were both the guys who were pushing, so it makes quite a bit of sense.
So we are going to see the kills over here from the Desert Rats.
Yeah.
So,
6-pounder did pretty good.
Yeah.
If you look at losses, we can see the Firefly, and that's a good
Holy
little Firefly.
mother.
I know, he really picked himself off like 3 times over.
Yeah,
Even a bit
8
more.
vehicles, couple of squads. That's a pretty good job.
Yeah, Tiger Urtman didn't really do that great. We only
Never
seen
does.
the Desert Rat kills, but he was really going to find Desert Rat people down
Portis,
south.
the Panther A, that did
Ooh.
pretty darn well.
Knocked out both the 2 South Fireflies, so it's pretty big deal, yeah, for one Panther. Kurzage did pretty good. And I just
I'm
want to see the Panther 4 at the end.
Oh, Kretschmer.
Kretschmer did pretty good. I just want to see Mr. Espin before he ends him off. The Panther 3, like how many tanks he knocked out.
Are we going through the history, are we?
Yeah. So it's like 1, 2. Oh, that's an AB.
Good lord.
4. Yeah, he's knocking out. I'm counting like 3 or 4 right now.
I'm going to take your word for it because
Yeah, it's kind of a pain to go through. I hope they fix that to Steel Division 2.
indeed. But folks, a doozy of a twosome, actually of a foursome really, and we promised you that there, right? Didn't we?
Indeed, we did. We promise and we deliver.
We do what we can. I don't think we're coming out with any kind of extra special heaping of Steel Division this weekend, are we?
Nope.
Probably just as well. Folks, I think what's going to happen, we'll be seeing you next week, hopefully with some more kind of community mod games, but we'll see what the future brings. For right now, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.